Right now, this is Ticker News Insight.
Hello and welcome back to Ticker News Insight, where we are looking to focus on the best of business with clever people joining us from all around the world. I'm your host, Mike Loder, and to our latest story. And a report conducted in partnership with SW Accountants and Advisory and Small Business Australia has found that 1 in 3 SMEs will struggle to meet their financial commitments through 2023. Small Business Specialist Director of SW Accountants, Greg Will, joins us to unpack the findings. It's good to see you.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks for joining us. So take us through a bit about the work of SW Accountants to start with small to medium-sized businesses.
So SW Accountants, we're a national accounting firm. We provide services in tax, audit and business advisory together with corporate finance and looking at buying and selling of businesses, strategy, performance improvement, cost reduction and financial management for SMEs and larger private businesses.
Absolutely, very important stuff to have on board at the moment. How did SW Accountants and Small Business Australia come together to conduct this research that you've done?
Well, Small Business Australia, they advocate for the more than 5+ million small to medium-sized enterprises in Australia. They look to make sure that those businesses thrive and have financial security, whereas SW Accountants, we specialise in providing services to help SMEs grow and make sure that they reduce their business risk. So with SW's expertise in advising and SBA's expertise in advocating, we thought this survey was a perfect fit. We're hearing a lot of things in the market at the moment from our clients, from people in the market that we work with, and we wanted to, pressure test and reinforce to see if those thoughts we're hearing in the market can be heard from in this survey.
Interesting stuff, and it makes a powerful team. But what is causing the issue for SMEs to continue to struggle post-COVID now that we're looking at it in the rearview mirror? Are there any issues that are industry specific that you wanted to outline, Greg?
Yeah, before I talk about the industries, I think the biggest issue that small businesses facing, and I think all businesses at the moment, more than 85% of businesses that we surveyed said that people were the major issue in terms of making sure that they can thrive now post-COVID. 75% of those businesses were reliant on migrant labour. Now, pre-pandemic, there were a lot of holiday makers, tourists, people coming to Australia to work. As you know, during the pandemic, our borders were closed. That influx of migrant labour has not returned back to pre-pandemic levels. And so with 76% of businesses relying on migrant labour, it's been a real issue. But in the industries, it's been, even a starker tale. In the construction sector, 43% of our respondents said they will not be able to meet their financial commitments in the next 12 months. And this is due to staff shortages and supply chain issues, where in the manufacturing sector, 76% of the businesses believe they are weaker now than what they were pre-pandemic. So even though there's all this talk about coming out of the pandemic in a more robust way, there's still this, particularly for manufacturing businesses, they believe that they are weaker. And in the accommodation and food services industry, they've had a real impact from the increase in the minimum wage. So these issues have really started to impact. The other issues are around managing cash flow, around making sure that the increase in costs in businesses. So we're all, with our, daily lives, we're seeing increase in energy costs, increase in costs going to the supermarket. Well, SME businesses, they're facing those costs as well, increase in rents, increase in energy supplies, increase in wages. So they can't pass those costs on to their customers, or they don't want to because they want to remain competitive. So it's a real issue. And the last two issues that have come about, one is time. Small businesses, they have to be the HR manager, the IT manager, the marketing manager. And coming out of the pandemic, it seems that everyone is a lot busier, and SME businesses, they're no exception. So they're really frustrated and struggling with this time issue, and it is causing mental health issues with some of them. But lastly, the work from home and work from the office conundrum that's on at the moment. A lot of small businesses are really struggling with how they navigate this. Do they mandate certain days? Do they allow flexibility? What we're finding is that new entrants into the business market, so school leavers, university graduates, and people coming into the industry for the first time, the way they learn is from mimicking or learning from people sitting across from them or face-to-face. And so where you have a lot of the workforce now working from home, those people are really struggling to get the learnings that they previously did.
Yeah, Greg, it's certainly interesting times. I want to thank you so much for outlining what's going on so succinctly and joining me on the program. You do only have to take one walk down your local shopping strip to see, apologies for service, we're understaffed, etc. So I appreciate you reiterating this to us and bringing it to the network, of course.
Thanks, Mike.
All the best. And of course, thank you to all of you for tuning in. I've been your host, Mike Loder. I look forward to seeing you all again soon, and I hope you've learned something from our discussion today. Head to tickernews.co for more. Be well.